166 years ago, one of the most influential American novels of all time was published. The book continues to be read by millions and is firmly and permanently labeled as a work of classic literature. The book sold 300,000 copies in the first year, nearly 7 million in today's numbers, and was second in sales to only one book in its first decade of print, the Holy Bible. The book is Uncle Tom's Cabin, and it opens and closes in the state we call home, Kentucky. It was passage of the Second Fugitive Act in 1850 that pushed Harriet Beecher Stowe into the literary world. The law demanded that civilians aid in the capture of runaway slaves, and for obvious reasons, this outraged many in the North. It punished not only those who aided in the escape of human slaves, but also those who simply did not aid in their capture. It was this act, along with the publication of escaped slave Josiah Henson's autobiography, that led Harriet Beecher Stowe into the writing of Uncle Tom's Cabin. But it was from a local source that she garnered much of her information. For a time, she lived in Cincinnati, Ohio, where she would interview those who had escaped from across the Ohio River, the slave state that was Kentucky. But she wouldn't just conduct interviews across the yet established Mason-Dixon line. She also ventured deep into the Bluegrass, as close to here as Paint Lick, Kentucky, where a historical marker points out the place that she derived some of the knowledge used in her landmark novel. It was from the Bluegrass, much of the information that made up the novel, a novel that became so famous that reportedly Abraham Lincoln first greeted Mrs. Stowe with, "So this is the little lady who started the Great War." So it seems only fitting that the story opens with a Kentucky slave owner preparing to sell a slave downriver and closes with the same Kentucky man returning home to free, all under his own employ. It is today that we remember the heritage of not only our nation, but of our home state, both the sins and the redemptions. I'm Grendalyn Morton with WBON-TV.